I'm Dr. Monique Bowman. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I practice in Connecticut. I'm from New York originally, and I help women with digestive concerns and skin issues.
How long have you been in practice for?
14 years now.
And what were you feeling most frustrated before the six-figure Speaking Makeover mentorship?
I was really frustrated with my process or lack thereof. I didn't really have a strategic plan on getting new patients. I had some ideas that I tried, but nothing consistent. And I wasn't sure that what I was doing was really impactful and helpful. So everything was just kind of vague. And I tried for a while until I found you in my inbox. Initially, when I graduated, I did have um, a brick and mortar. I had a location. And then I did home visits as well. And then I restructured everything during the pandemic and decided that I didn't want to be in one set space. I wanted to be able to travel. And at the time, I was homeschooling. So I needed that flexibility. I love being able to meet patients quickly without them having to worry about travel. The patient database is online. I have a virtual dispensary. So it's very simple, very straightforward, very direct.
And what drew you to be interested in speaking or getting provider referrals as an avenue?
Because that was the thing that I hesitated to do before because I didn't have a real plan. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know, how to go about it. Even though I knew I had to do it because that would have made sense. That was the thing that I wasn't doing. There was no plan. There was there was no plan. So I feel like that really that was perfect. That was exactly what I needed.
What kind of services do you offer in your practice and how much do you charge?
So in my practice, I offer functional medicine testing. So I do stool testing, food sensitivity testing, metabolic health testing, hormone testing, um, nutritional counseling, homeopathy, detox, drainage therapy. And my pricing for my program is about $3,500 for my 6-month program. And then my one-on-one consultations initial is 385, and then the follow-ups are 185.
What would you say, what was it like to have the done for you templates and scripts too?
That was exactly what I needed. That was exactly what I was looking for. I wanted the way, I wanted the verbiage, I wanted the plan, like the step-by-step process on how to approach providers and network and expand my reach. So I think the done for you templates and the scripts were extremely helpful. And when I just plugged in, my specialty and who I am, I was getting really good feedback from the contacts that I reached out to.
What would you say to the thought that, well, but templates could and script kinds of stuff could be restrictive, or I don't feel like it's like me.
The templates and the scripts were me. I felt like they were just like plug in and play. But when I put in my specialty, my niche, and what I actually helped individuals with, it was all me. It really was me. The framework was given to me, but I had to put in myself and my practice into, the blank spaces, if you will, and it worked. I feel like more opportunities are opening up for me, expanding, uh, collaborating with other providers and connecting with other providers, sharing my expertise.
When you were deciding to be a part of the mentorship, any hesitation?
The only hesitation that I had was I don't know what the end result will be. I had worked with a coach prior, and I was happy with the results that I received from that coach. So I knew I needed coaching, but I just wasn't sure how things would end up.
What would you say that's a change that you're excited about?
Oh my gosh, this was exactly what I needed. I think that's the change that excites me the most, is that I didn't know that it was going to be exactly what I needed. I felt like I needed to do it. But after working with Chen and the team, I feel like now things are very clear, very concrete,
Tell us about some of the opportunities that you got that you're excited about.
because I do work with women with skin issues. And I happened to get an invitation to a beauty school to come in as a speaker to their regular classes. And so I'm really thrilled about that. And I've been communicating and in touch with some of the students who are going to graduate and open up or work in that field. So they have me top of mind as an expert in skin health. So when they have their customers that need support, they know who to contact. And then some contacts that I had connections with to do like tabling events. I reach out to them, and I've been invited to some fairs that they're having and hosting. And then I reached out to an esthetician who is well known in the community, and she is now branching out. She's doing like a podcast, and she and I were able to meet and introduce ourselves, and looking to collaborate on some projects, including the podcast and other events in the near future. So I'm really, really thankful for that.
Yeah, super exciting. And how has the mentorship helped you with feeling more confident with speaking?
You know, I feel like in so many ways, probably more than I can explain now. But I think the mentorship really helped me in terms of being confident, because it made me realize like how much value I actually can offer to my patients. Whereas before it was just like I was so consumed with the process that I didn't have in place. And I think that really kind of affected how I move forward, or I couldn't move forward because I was so busy trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? And so I started to feel like I was lacking in that sense. But then when I had the templates to work with, and when I started acting on them, doing the assignments and the little challenges that Chen presented, I felt well received by the contacts that I reached out to, and then even like potential patients who I had consultations with in that time frame also were like, their responses were so different to me as well. Like they were like, yeah, sign me up, I want to do this. So, and it made me realize, like, because I was clear in my messaging, because I felt more confident in what I had to offer, they themselves received it differently. And I just, it's great.
I love it. Yay. And because it totally translates into all areas of the business, right? Even if you don't speak or anything like that, like do a formal kind of a speaking engagement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how would you say this experience has been different from other business trainings that you've had in the past or coaching?
Yeah, this one was different in that mindset and the done for you were combined. And I felt like that's what I was yearning for in the mentorship before that I was involved in. It was all mindset, and I totally needed that at that time. But I left feeling hungry for more, and I couldn't figure out what exactly I needed. That's why when I met up with you, Chen, again, and I saw the opportunity to work with your mentorship program, I was a little hesitant only because I didn't know what would come out of it. But this was so different because it made the path and the plan was all put together for me. So I didn't have to, I didn't have to rediscover the wheel. Like it was here. This is what worked for other providers. Um, this is what works. Just use it. And I did, and I saw it work. So I think in that way, this mentorship was different in that it wasn't just about, you know, fixing your mind and being more confident. It was action based. It was, you know, do this and get the result.
And so like a strategic side too.
Yes.
And what was it like to receive guidance? How did that feel?
Oh my goodness. Receiving guidance was amazing. I say guidance and a push because a lot of times I felt like I was pushed out of my comfort zone, which was great. I always need that kind of challenge because I am such an introvert. I would love very much to just stay comfortable. But the challenges presented an opportunity for me to just do it, you know, just do it, which was the thing that I wasn't doing before. You know, I didn't have a plan, I didn't know what to do, so I didn't do anything. So the guidance, the challenges, they all helped me. I feel like to grow.
And what was this like to be in this as an introvert?
Oh my gosh. Initially when we started working in the mentorship program, I was thinking in my mind, how is this designed for introverts? Because I feel like I feel so uncomfortable. But actually, because we were working in a group setting, and I was among other introverts, it felt so comfortable, actually. It felt really good. I wasn't afraid or intimidated. So initially scary, but eventually it was great. It was fine.
What's your vision down the line for your practice?
My vision for my practice down the line would be establishing maybe like a location, because right now I do work virtual and I'm 100% virtual and I absolutely love it this way. But I do kind of want to set up a brick and mortar um, that's an extension of my virtual practice, where it's almost like a wellness hub where people can come in and get certain wellness therapies done, maybe a storefront, maybe like a coffee smoothie bar type setup. So that's something that I think will happen in the future.
If you knew then what you know now, what advice would you give?
Start here with the mentorship, the done for you, the templates, the process, um, because with that, the mindset naturally will change because you're going to be working on the process and you'll see the results, and so you'll feel more confident. You'll just naturally confidence will grow because of the action that you're taking. And I wish I had done this a long time ago, but I know that there's a time for everything. So I'm thankful.
And what would you say to someone who may be on the fence?
Get off the fence and just go, just do it. Because in the time that you spend thinking and pondering, time's wasted, money's wasted. So I really feel like you really get out of this mentorship what you put in, and it's fun, it's engaging, and it's practical. It makes sense, and I feel like if you're even considering it, is because this is the missing piece for your success. I really do strongly believe that. I'm so thankful that I joined this mentorship and went through the process, because this is exactly what I was looking for. I just didn't know it.
I'm so happy to hear. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today. And for those of you who are in a place where you're either feeling like you're at a plateau and just feel like there's just so much more that that you would love to be seeing happening for your practice and for yourself too, then feel free to reach out to us and go to introvertedvisionary.com, book a free call with us, and more than happy to see how we can help you with growing your practice faster and even towards 6 or 7 figures the introverted way. So thanks for joining us.